Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Hitomi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Alicia, hello. And okay, well, we have the new students, but the older students. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen. Before we start, do you have any questions? Alicia, any questions?
No.
Okay. So in order to access the website, hi, Yogita.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello. So in order to access the website and start practicing on different items that we practice here, you need to send me your email and I'll create passwords and stuff for you to be able to log in and practice, okay? So especially speaking and any item. And the mock tests. If you want to have access to the mock test, there you go. And if you wanted to do the mock test, as I said before, start with mock test G, okay? So once you did mock test G here, so here's mock test G. So once you finished it, just close the page from here, okay? Don't go back, don't reset, because once you reset it, I won't have any trace of what you have done. So, and once you're done with the test, let me know so that maybe it depends how many people do the test, but usually I have around 100 people on the website doing the tests. So it tends to clog up and starts to erase the first record. So as soon as you finish, let me know and I'll have a check, okay? So today we're going to start with writing. I'm going to give you the templates and how to do the writing section, because I'm sure we haven't done the writing. Have we, Pradeepa? Have we done the writing here with you? Essay
summarize.
writing.
Oh,
No,
no,
essay writing. No?
No.
I'm sure we haven't. Yes. Okay. So today, how do I get out? Oh, yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm now I only search that essay templates because yesterday you gave the summarized written text template, and I search other one also, essay templates. I still searching that. If you give that, that is really helpful to us. Really.
Well, which one? You mean the essay writing or the summarized?
Yeah, the summarized written text. I memorized that.
Very good.
The other one I did.
When do you want to sit the test?
Sorry.
When do you want to sit the test?
I planned next month.
Okay.
Middle of the.
You can sit the test by then, provided that you do at least 5 of my tests. Now,
Yeah.
your speaking result, I can assure you, you will get above 79, above 80, in fact, for your speaking, because in my mock test G, you got 70 something, right? 74.5. So 74 in my mock, because my mock test G is my gold standard. Okay, based on that, I can predict what you're going to get. So, but I want you to do at least 5 more tests. And today we include the essay. So by then I think you will be ready by then, provided you spend at least 1 hour or more on the website, especially, you know, the writing, the reading, and okay, other sections as well. Okay, now, so please take a photo of the template here. So this template, we're going to use it for so the red ones. I can make it bigger. Wait. Where's Simon? Oh, hello, Simon. I didn't see you. You came through the window because I didn't open any door for you. All right. I know you came through the window. All right. So if you want, I can copy and paste this to the chat so that you can easily type it if you want. If you don't want to type it, because I know when you take a photo, then you have to sit down and type it. So I'm gonna. Hello, May.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, May, take a photo of this template. This is your writing template, okay? Now I'm going to
Okay.
send it to the chats for everyone. So if you like, you can copy, if you can, of course. Let me see. Oh, oh yes, that's it. So there you go. So that's a typed version for those who want to copy. I don't. Can you copy what I've sent to you? Can you copy it and paste it somewhere else? Can you? Because I can't here. I cannot do that. If you can, then you are a magician. You told me? You're not a magician. You're like me, okay? Anyone can?
I cannot copy.
Okay, Simon, you're an ordinary person like us. You're not David Copperfield, but you can come to a room without going through the door, okay? That's an achievement. I congratulate you on that, okay? Now, let's get started with this. So, this is a template, and we use it for every topic they throw at you. You use the same template, okay? Now, I've made videos for you, and these videos are very good because, so imagine today I've had how many classes? 5, 6 classes before yours. So I'm pretty much tired. So imagine if I was supposed to teach you that, then I would skip here. I'm tired, so I forget stuff here and there. But when I made this video, I included every bit as if I'm fresh early in the morning. I woke up and I said, okay, I add this. And then 2 days later, I remembered, oh, I have to add that. So this video has everything, okay? So you watch it, and if you have any questions, again, I'll answer your questions. So we'll start with writing. Okay, this is the intro. So I'll start it from the beginning.
Hello, this is Hugh Rastami. So today I'm going to teach you how to write an essay using my writing template in a PTE test. But first, the rules of essay writing in the PTE test. So without further ado, let's get started. As you may already know, PTE is a computerized test, and you need to type your essay on a computer keyboard. As you can see here, writing is the second module of the PTE test, and essay writing is the last test item. You may have 1 or 2 essay topics in your PTE test. You will be given 20 minutes to come up with ideas and, of course, to type your answer in the space provided under the given essay topic. Your essay should be between 200 to 300 words long. Some do's and don'ts. Let's start with do's first. Number 1. Practice memorizing the template by typing it. This way, you will improve your typing speed as well. Number 2. The faster you type, the more time you will save for reviewing your essay and consequently a better score. Now some don'ts. Number 1. Do not practice typing in a Microsoft Word document. Type in Notepad instead. Number 2. Do not practice typing on your laptop. Connect a wired or wireless desktop keyboard to your laptop to simulate real exam condition. Okay, now you can download the essay writing template from the download section and start memorizing it by, of course, typing. And just a short footnote here on how a computer marks your essay in the PTE test. First, a computer does not compare essays against one another. That is why you can use the same template for your essays should you get 2 topics in your test. Second, a computer is best at checking your spellings, grammar, and punctuation. But when it comes to semantics, which is another name for words, meaning, and logic, computers fail. Let me give you an example to clarify this. Imagine your essay topic is about shopping with credit cards, and you write the following sentences as an example for developing your idea 1. For instance, my cat Sheba loves spending with my credit card. She does all my errands early in the morning before I wake up. Then she drives my dog to a business district near my house for a morning window shopping. So once the computer software analyzes this section, it finds all the spellings, grammar, and punctuation in order. Then the software finds the following words: spending, credit card, do errands, business district, and window shopping, highly related to the main theme of the essay topic, which is shopping. Therefore, the software gives a high score to the essay's content and vocabulary. What the computer has totally missed out and only a human examiner could pick on is the fact that cats cannot do any of the above activities. So the moral of the story is that so long as the grammar, spellings, and punctuation of your essay are okay, you do not need to necessarily make sense in your sentences. Now let's take a look at the template. Like every standard essay, it has an introduction, body 1, body 2, and a conclusion. Remember, in your essay, once finished, you should have exactly 4 separate paragraphs like this. You need to memorize the sentences in black, and the ones in red, you need to fill them with words from the essay topic or come up with an idea of your own. I'll explain about that later. So once you memorized the template, you are ready to write an essay about any topics, regardless of the type of the essay topic. But to give you a better idea of how it works, I have divided the PTE essay topics into 4 types, and they are, from the most to the least common ones: argument, discussion, problem solution, creative. Remember, we use the same template for each and every one of the above essay topics. But to make it better understood, I have decided to write an example for each using my template. This is the most common type of PTE essay question.
Okay, before we carry on, any questions up to now? So the same template, you memorize the same template. Anything they throw at you, any topic, you will just type the same template, but the bits and bobs here, it's a bit different. And we'll do these, and you can take a photo of the samples when it is finished. Okay, I'll stop it, and you take a photo, and then you know what to do. Or every time you have a problem, you refer to this example, and you know what to do. Okay, so if you have no questions, we'll start. All right?
Yep. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Actually, this is totally new for me. I
Uh-huh.
did Ielts 3 or 4 times,
Mm-hmm.
but for PT, I didn't know what are the modules and everything. This is my second day.
Right.
Yesterday, I just jumped in between the class.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like the same templates because in Ielts,
Yes, I know. I've taught IELTS. So can you tell me what was your average in IELTS?
I had 3 tests. I got 7.5 overall and 8
Okay.
in
Okay, that's
overall.
enough. You will
But
get
in
you will
writing,
get you will get 90. You will get 90 across in this test.
I have a problem because I don't know anything about this.
Don't worry
It's
about it.
something
Don't
like going over
no, no,
gym.
don't worry, Yogita. Don't worry. The students here, none of them has sat the test. Only one of them. Okay, the rest they don't. So I know it is new. So once you go and do the exercises on the website, you will get the hang of everything. Okay. Yes. In IELTS, it's a human test. And
Yeah, because
once yes, I've taught IELTS. Once you go to an IELTS test, it's a human. You can have an impact on that person, but this is a computer test. You cannot have an impact on the computer, but there are a lot of cheats you can do. One of them is all these templates that I give you. All right. And I've had more than 3,000 students in Melbourne, more than 3,000 students. So that is why when a student comes to me, especially I ask them, have you done the IELTS? And they say it. If you have IELTS 6.5, average 6.5, okay?
for writing, I got
Yeah.
6.5 only.
It doesn't
But-
matter. It doesn't
but
matter. But you got
other
7.5.
yes.
I guarantee you, Yogita, I guarantee you that you will get all 79 each, all 79 each. The first time you sit the test, it means all 8, okay? And you will get 2 or 3 90 in your test, all right?
My fingers. And one more thing, where I find these recordings, like yesterday class, if I want to go through that, where I can find this recording.
On
thing?
on my laptop's hard drive.
It's on your laptop's hard drive.
Yes.
No, but then,
It means
okay.
that, yes, unfortunately, these are my, so I can play it for you, all right? You
Okay.
can watch them. If you like, next time you come here, you have a problem, I can play it for you again, all right? But I cannot give it to students.
Yeah,
You
I
know
can
why. You know why, okay? But yeah, but next time you have a problem, I'll play it for you. Don't worry, okay? I'll play it as many times as you like. But
because
unfortunately, yes, because of the copyright, I cannot. I have a book, however, on Amazon. You can buy that one. I don't stop you.
okay, yeah, because I did some courses from Victoria University.
Yes,
So
yes.
those recordings are on my dashboard if I miss anything. So that's why I was asking.
I know, yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't do that. But you will let it. Don't worry about it. If you have any questions, anytime you come back here, I'm at your service. Don't worry about it. You will get it.
Not a problem.
So yes. So
Sure.
don't worry about it. And I will, as I said to you, you will get it. And one day you will come here or you will leave a comment for the other students and they will see that you got all 79 the first time you sat the test. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Now, so no more questions?
No more. Thank you.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Imagine you get this topic as your essay question. Do you think that top-level company managers should or should not take employees' suggestions into consideration when taking any decisions? Why or why not? All right, you start typing the template. Remember, type it with all punctuations in the right place. For the sake of learning purposes, I'm going to highlight the sentences added to the template so that you know what's happening. Okay, you start with the effect of, and now part of the topic, preferably no verbs. So I'm going to use top-level company managers. They're all nouns. which has always been debatable, has now become even more controversial. The long-lasting influence of, again, part of the topic, preferably no verbs. You can repeat the same nouns as you used before, the top-level company managers, but I'm going to use different nouns, and that is employees' suggestions. So the long-lasting influence of employing suggestions has fueled controversy over the potential impact of this trend on people's lives in recent years. It is thus agreed that, and now you need.
So here is a mistake that I did. After years, it's full stop. It's not a comma. Okay, so it's a full stop. But in the template, it's a full stop. Okay. Here, while I was typing and videoing it, I made a mistake, and then I realized I couldn't. So you know that it's a full stop because it is capital. You know that I is capital, so you know that it is full stop.
A thesis. So make sure your thesis is grammatically okay, and also check the spellings because you are going to copy and paste this thesis many times. So here, the topic asks if you think the top-level company managers should or should not take employees' suggestions into consideration when making decisions. And remember, you should not try to make sense here. Therefore, choose the one that is easier for you. I'm going to agree with the topic, so my thesis would be, it is thus agreed that top-level company managers should take employees' suggestions into consideration when taking decisions. And if you choose to go with the opposite, just add a not after should and you disagree. So if you disagree, you say, it is thus agreed that top-level company managers should not take employee suggestions. This will be proven by analyzing idea 1. Nouns related to the topic would be great, but if you had no idea, any nouns would be fine. So for idea 1, I'm going to use productivity, and for idea 2, I will use respect. So this will be proven by analyzing productivity and respect. That's it. Otherwise, just use health and wealth, for example, as idea 1 and 2.
So if you didn't know what nouns to use here, all right, so productivity and respect is really related, affiliated to the notion of companies and managers. But if you went blank, remember health and wealth. Health and wealth, because it is related to everything you think about. It is related, health and wealth, two things that humans are associated with all the time, all right? So health and wealth, that's it. 2 nouns, okay? So I want 2 nouns. Remember, do not write a verb. Do not write anything else. Just write, this will be, for instance, it's about education. You say, this will be proven by analyzing education and future. If you don't remember anything, health and wealth, remember.
Now I type body 1. At the outset, there are numerous reasons as to why thesis, and I just type the thesis, which is top-level company managers should take employees' suggestions into consideration when taking decisions. You can also use the copy and paste tools down here. However, some students reported that it did not work on their PC set during their PTE exam. But you can always try. But the most prominent one stems from idea 1, which is productivity. For example, produce a simple example consisting of 2 sentences. So here, just make a simple sentence that is grammatically sound, and if like that shopping cat didn't make sense, it is okay. So I would write, For example, my boss always asks my suggestions on different company matters. I always give him my honest opinion. After analyzing this, it is clear that, and thesis, top-level company managers should take employee suggestions into consideration when taking decisions because of productivity. Now, type body 2. Another key justification for upholding this notion is idea 2, which, if you remember, was respect. For instance, produce a simple example of 2 sentences. My brother works for a big company. His boss always asks his opinion when she wants to make a decision. Thus, it is clear that...
Now, a point here is this, that I ask you to write a very simple sentence, and most of the students write in simple present tense. Now, simple present tense like this one, for instance, my brother works. Now, most of the students, they don't write S, they don't add the third person S. So they write my brother work. Now, that's a grammatical mistake. The computer picks that up very quickly because it says my brother is singular, work should be in third person. Now, in order to avoid that, either write it in the past, if you're not sure, or just add can, just add can. So for instance, my brother can work for a big company. That's fine. It doesn't make sense, but the computer finds it grammatically correct. Because once you write can, you don't have to worry about S. Oh, I forgot the third person S. All right, you don't have to. But if you are confident, make sure that you do not make a grammatical mistake. So you write my brother works, okay? Or my brother worked, ED, all right? So pay attention to the grammar, because that's why I want you to write a very simple sentence, as simple as possible. And once you finish the sentence, full stop, and don't write even a complex sentence. Don't write like this. For instance, my brother works for a big company and he likes to do that and don't do that. The computer gets, when you have a long sentence, the computer mix up the subjects and verbs. Therefore, it finds it in conflict, these subject verb disagreements in conflict, and then grammatical mistake. So just a simple sentence, remember.
May I ask you a question?
Thesis,
Yes, please.
top-level company.
You tell me.
Sorry. So the simple example of 2 sentences doesn't have to explain idea 1, or doesn't have to be related to idea.
So you see, it should be about the topic. It should be, it is, I mean, let's be honest, the computer doesn't know what you're typing, okay? But if it is about managers, you can mention something that is related to that. Say
related to work
instance,
or something.
Very good. For instance, my brother is a manager at a big company, full stop. He has a lot of employee under his supervision, full stop. That's it. So,
but it doesn't really have to explain productivity.
No, because computer doesn't understand that.
Yeah, that's the difference from Ielts, isn't it? Yeah.
That is, yes, that is why in Ielts it's all down to that person who's marking your. And I have written more than 5 books. I have authored more than 5 books. Okay, I have 9 in speaking, 9 in listening, 9 in reading. But do you know my writing in Ielts? What the score it is? It is 7. I didn't get even 7.5. I didn't get even 8. Why? I wanted to be an Ielts examiner. All right, so I gave up the idea.
Yeah.
That is why, because I don't know what they are looking for in their writing. I really don't know what they are looking, because they have their own, I don't know. It's an apple, So this one doesn't have that one. That's the good thing about it. It doesn't care whether you are Shakespeare writing it or you're just an ordinary university student. And I think even Shakespeare sits the test and writes something for these Ielts guys, he wouldn't pass. He would get 6 or 6.5, because it is not within that. Yeah, it is not within that, whatever they have in their mind. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But, so long as it is about the topic, that's fine. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
But even if it is not, don't worry about it. Don't make sense. Just write a simple sentence. That's it. That is not grammatically wrong.
Managers should take employees' suggestions into consideration when taking decisions due to respect. And finally, you type the last section. Following the analysis of idea 1, productivity, and idea 2, respect, it is clear that theses, top-level company managers should take employees' suggestions into consideration when taking decisions. Further, it is expected that the government and individuals try their best to further improve the situation in the future. Once you type more than 200 words, that is enough. You get no extra points for typing more than 200 words. Now it's your turn. I'll give you 3.
So remember, you need to practice and get above 210, okay? So I counted the template. The template has around 160, 70 words, okay? So once you add those theses and the examples, it would be around 210, 220. That is fine, okay? Now, if in an unlike situation that you were running out of time and you had written 180, okay? So remember, you have to write 200. The computer only marks an essay that is 200 words or above. So just copy from the one of these sentences. Start from here. It is thus agreed. Copy that sentence and paste it at the bottom. All right, paste it at the bottom. And once it goes above 200, that's fine. So it is very unlikely that you would do that. I mean, you would be running out of time when writing only one, because you're going to practice and you will write it in, I would say, 12 minutes, and then you have 6 minutes on your hand. You have to read it again. Once you memorize it, it is very easy to type it and write it. So if in an unlikely event, you were short of number of words, just copy somewhere here a sentence from the middle and paste it at the end, okay? I know from my Ielts, because I was trained to be, I was going to be an Ielts examiner. I remember one of the guys said that if, one of the points that they give you is that you have to write above 200. So if you write above 200 words, they give you a point for that. For instance, let's just say, I don't know, 1 point for that, okay? And if you write apples, banana, oranges, apples, banana, oranges, apples, banana, oranges, and you write 200 of them, all right? The IELTS examiner reading it, it says, okay, there are 200 words, so you get 1 point for that. So because you have fulfilled the 200 words, even though it doesn't make sense, even, you see, this is a human test, okay? They had this in their score guide, that if a person writes 200 words, regardless of whatever it is, you have to give the person a point for writing 200 words. And the same story here, because the same thinking is behind this test as well, but in a different way. But basically they are pivoting around the same thing. So 200 words you can easily write. If you couldn't, just copy and paste and fulfill the 200 words, okay?
Once you type more than 200 words, that is enough. You get no extra points for typing more than 200 words.
Oh, sorry. Yes, yes. I was chewing gum. Yes, I was chewing gum. What I was saying that I forgot. Oh, it's on my website. It is on my website, the number 1. Okay. So now, did you take a photo? Did you take a photo of this? That's what I was saying. Yes. Okay, next one. I mute myself because my wife has a class in the next room next to me, and my son is on the other side playing games online, so I don't want to be interrupted by them. That's why I mute myself. Okay.
For typing more than 200 words. Now it's your turn. I'll give you 3 minutes to write a thesis and 2 ideas for the following essay topic. So just the introduction of the template.
So you write you have the template. So do you think the consumers should avoid overpacked products, or is it the responsibility of the producers? So easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Do you think the consumers should avoid overpacked products, or is it the responsibility of the producers to avoid extra packaging of products? Give your views or any relevant examples or your own experience.
I just want a thesis from you, okay? So the effect of, you write just, and then the thesis, okay?
Controversial with the effect of.
Okay, so we start with the template, the effect of.
Okay, so you start with the effect of part of the topic, preferably no verbs.
So the effect of consumers and extra packaging. Or you can write the effect of extra packaging and consumers. It doesn't matter, okay? And so don't add a verb in it because, like the previous template, remember, verbs is the enemy of the grammar.
So I
Is
choose
it okay if I
Yes.
put,
Alicia.
sorry, is it okay if I put the effect of overpacked products?
Yes, that is a noun. That's fine. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
The effect of overpacked products, which has always been very good. Yeah, why not?
What about
Consumers.
just the consumer? Sorry.
Yes, yes. The effect
Yes.
of consumers. Yes,
Yeah.
which has
Okay.
always been good. Yes. Remember, it's a template, and the template has been carefully grammatically thought. So do not change the verb. Look, look. Some students they tell me, oh, a grammatical mistake here. Has. Look at it's consumers. Are you stupid, teacher? Why? Because the topic is, I'm sorry, the subject is the effect. So whatever you put in here, in this gap, doesn't affect the verb. So look, the effect of, which has always been debatable. So what if you put noun, plural, singular, it doesn't matter. Don't change the verbs here, okay? They are already made, tailored for this topic, so don't change the verbs, all right? Pradeepa, you seem to be having a question. You seem to be
Both
perplexed.
of them are asked that question, same question, so that's okay.
I'm sorry?
Alicia and
What's your
and,
question?
yeah.
Yes, okay. So there you go. So it doesn't matter. Whatever you like, don't put a verb. If you want to put a verb, ing form would be fine. Do not use can, would, should, you know, the auxiliary verbs. Remember? Don't use them. Very good. So the effect of whatever, packed products, okay, overpacked products.
And extra packaging, which has always been debatable, has now become even more controversial. The long-lasting influence of part of the topic.
Even now, you can repeat the same words here. So the long-lasting influence of consumers and extra packaging. Or you can say extra packaging and consumers. It doesn't matter, okay?
Preferably no verbs. Responsibility of the producers, I write, has fueled controversy over the potential impact of this trend on people's lives in recent years. It is thus agreed that...
Okay, I want to hear your thesis. So I'll start with Hitomi. Hitomi, what's your thesis? It is thus agreed that...
The responsibility of the producer, huh?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
So
it is.
Very
It
good.
is. It is the responsibility of the producers to avoid extra packaging of product.
So what is your two ideas? What are
Two
your
ideas? The first one was control, and the second one, I ran out of time to think about it.
It's all right. How about health and wealth?
Yeah, health and wealth. Health and wealth.
It really works.
I'll try that.
Very good. So it is thus agreed. That's Hitomi. Alicia, what's your thesis?
Actually, I haven't done that yet.
Okay, so if you think that it is the job of the producers, you say it is thus agreed that it is the producers or us, the consumers. We shouldn't buy them so that they don't. It really doesn't matter because computers don't do shopping. Okay, they don't go shopping. So whatever you like, choose one side, the side that you have more information about. All right.
Your thesis.
Sorry.
So just...
Yes, you told me.
But because the computer doesn't really understand the content, either way, like either side we choose,
yes,
is it important to think about like, what side I should take it?
Just choose the one he told me, which you have more information about.
And the health and wealth.
Yes, no. For instance, yes, of course. What I would say, if you think that, for instance, you have more examples for it, that's it. It is the responsibility of consumers because they should do that. Yeah, you have more options, go for it. Okay. Otherwise, it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. And by the way, I started teaching PTE about 6 years ago, 5-6 years ago, or maybe more. I'm not sure. But how did I come to conclusion that I can use a template? I had a student. She had sat the test maybe 6 times before she came to my classes, and I asked. She said, "I'm fine with my writing." And when I looked at her score in writing, I noticed that the writing was good. And she said, "I always write. I have memorized. An essay. An essay. It was about football. Okay, a full essay, and typed." She said the topic was about government. I typed that football thing. That essay football. Okay. She said the topic was about space exploration. I typed the same old because she knew only that one. She memorized that one, and she got the score. So regardless of what the topic was, she fulfilled the 200 words, and she was perfect. So there you go. And after that, I said, well, I'm going to make one. So I also made these summarize it in text, and her problem was solved. The first time she sat the test, she wanted only 50. She wanted only 50, and she sat the test 5 times before she got it, before she came to my classes. But she gave me the idea that, the computer doesn't care what you're typing. You have to fulfill 200 words. It is about, that's it. So the rest?
choose one of the two alternatives. So my thesis will be consumers should avoid overpacked products. Or alternatively, you can say that producers should avoid extra packaging of products. It's up to you. It really doesn't matter. This will be proven by analyzing idea 1 in the form of a noun, which is environment, and idea 2 in the form of a noun, cost. Okay.
So environment and cost related to the topic, that's fine. Okay. Otherwise, health and wealth, Bob's your uncle.
Now you can start practicing writing your essays on the PTE.com practice website. And once you've finished an essay, take a screenshot by the snipping tool.
So this is the snipping tool. If you didn't know, it's on Mac and Windows. Take a photo, take a screenshot of it, and you can send it straight to my WhatsApp. All right. So use the snipping tool, take a crystal clear, and then I can read it better. If you take a photo up on your mobile, then I can see you in the background as well. That is good, but sometimes your cat is in the, so snipping tool doesn't take anything else but the screenshot, okay?
Or any other screenshots app, but not by taking photos, please. And then you can email it to info@thepte.com and I will review it for you as soon as I can.
Okay. Now, any questions? Are we done here? So this is for today. That's enough for today. We went up to the end of argument, okay? And I think it is the most important, but we will cover creative, discussion, and the other ones as well. But we use the same template. So next time, remind me to cover those as well. But for now, just to start practicing on the template, just memorizing it. You don't have to memorize it by tomorrow or next week, but start memorizing it. Now, because we have 2 new students, were you here yesterday for Read Aloud? I forgot your name. Yagita, yes, were you for Read Aloud?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to play that again for you, okay? And it would be a review for other as well. So this is the speaking section.
Okay.
Where is it? Oh, it's over here, okay. So the speaking section comprises 5 test items, starting from read aloud, repeat sentence, describe image, retell lecture, and answer short questions. The most important one is repeat sentence, and second most important one is read aloud. But we're going to start with this and we come down, okay? So read aloud. I'm going to play you that video made by my favorite director. I forgot the name. Akihiro Kurosawa. Okay, this video is made by Akihiro Kurosawa, the famous Japanese director. Where is it? Read aloud. Here. Okay.
Speaking module, the read aloud section. The speaking module of the PTE test takes about 30 to 35 minutes to complete.
These times have changed, but basically it is the same. Okay, it is the same, but the times and number have changed. For instance, these are the same. Describe image, the number has gone down, but it's okay. It's more or less the same.
In the speaking module, the number of test items are, remember, 8 to 4. The first test item of the speaking module is read aloud. You will get 6 to 7 read aloud questions in your test. In the read aloud section, you are given a paragraph or 2 and some time to prepare for it before reading it out loud. After the preparation time is over, you will hear a beep which signals the start of the recording. Remember, the 3-second silence rule can be applied here. So when you hear the beep, you start reading it out loud. The time given to read it aloud is the same as the time you were previously given for preparing for it. The read aloud strategies. Number 1. Throughout the speaking module, speak a little bit louder than normal. Do not shout. Number 2. You need to finish reading the read aloud paragraph in as much as a little more than half the time they give you. So if you are given 40 seconds, for example, to read it aloud, you need to finish it somewhere around the half-time mark or a little bit more and press the next button. Then the software asks you if you really meant to go to the next question, and you quickly click on the yes button. Number 3, use the preparation time to read the read aloud paragraph silently. If there's a word you cannot pronounce, just touch on that word or skip it altogether. If you made a mistake while reading aloud, do not try to correct yourself. Just keep going. Remember, the words you know, you pronounce crisply, and the ones you do not know, just touch on them and go. Number 4. Have no regards for commas, full stops, and other punctuation marks. Just keep reading. Okay.
You can take a photo if you like.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's totally different because in IELTS they just give you the topic to
Yeah.
speak up.
Of
So
course.
okay,
Yes.
because okay.
Yeah. You see, don't worry about the. You need a score, and you will give them the score. Okay. I know we have bad tests and worse tests. Okay. So we have tests that are bad and worse. Okay. And you are choosing one of them. It doesn't matter. Okay. Just follow these points. You will get the score you want. Don't worry about the rest. So please take a photo if you like.
Yeah.
So these are the strategies. Okay. Now.
Okay. Now let me do one sample read aloud for you. A unique characteristic of online shopping environments is that they allow vendors to create retail interfaces with highly interactive features. One desirable form of interactivity from a consumer perspective is the implementation of sophisticated tools to assist shoppers in their purchase decisions by customizing the electronic shopping environment to their individual preferences. So imagine I don't know how to pronounce implementation or customizing. So I just touch on them. A unique characteristic of online shopping environments is that they allow vendors to create retail interfaces with highly interactive features. One desirable form of interactivity from a consumer perspective is implementation of sophisticated tools to assist shoppers in their purchase decisions by customizing the electronic shopping environment to their individual preferences. There we go. Probably you noticed I made a few mistakes here and there. It doesn't matter. Your pronunciation is not checked here. It is your oral fluency that is marked here. And oral fluency means the number of words spoken in a minute. Remember, your time to finish the paragraph is registered when you press the yes button, not the next button. Now it's your turn to practice on the PTE.com practice website and get your reading speed to a level where you can finish your read aloud paragraphs in little more than half the time they give you.
Okay, we do some samples now. So we'll start with, I'll tell you who that lucky person is. So have your microphones open and It's everyone's, okay? We all read it together as if it's a test center.
Over the
Over
water.
the
Over
water,
the
high five to
Surface
the
pressure.
Just
Your
your
phone
phone
pressure
pressure
where
where
all
all
demonstrate
The air will sink over the ocean. The
ocean
will go up
will
with
go
higher
with higher
pressure.
pressure.
The
higher
water will
over
overflow,
the
but
water
the
will
mantles in the
What
sea
the
breeze
landscape
strengths will
Not
vary.
pressure
They are
will
very
vary
temperature
depending on the
dependent
temperature
on the ocean.
in the land
In the
and
land
ocean.
and ocean.
very good. All of you, I want you to, most of you finish here. Do not finish before halftime, okay? Do not finish before halftime. If you finish here or here, that's fantastic. Okay, even here, it doesn't matter. But most of the time, finish here. Because here, it means that your oral fluency is very low, very, very low, okay? And I had native English people, like David Beckham tattooed everywhere in my class, and he got 50 for his speaking. 50. Can you believe it? Because he read it like, over the water, high surface pressure will form because he thought someone is actually listening. Okay, so next one. Mayuko.
The finding runs counter to the idea that Amazon's diversity is the result of population only within the tropical forest itself. Basically, the Amazon basin is a melting pot for South American frogs, said graduate student Juan Santos, read answer of the study. Poison frogs there has come from a place of origin, the Andes, over many millions of years.
Okay, quickly go, and the next one. So read faster, don't worry about your pronunciation. All right, next one. Simon, are you ready?
Yeah. The UN engaged in peacekeeping and humanitarian missions across the globe. Though some say its influence has declined in recent decades, the United Nations still play a tremendous role in world politics. In 2001, the United Nations and Kofi Annan, then Secretary General of the UN, won the Nobel Peace Prize for their work for a better organized and more peaceful world.
Very good. Excellent. And you press next. Very good. Next one. Hello? Okay. Pradeepa.
The most virtual ingredient in Indian cooking, the basic element with which all dishes begin, and normally the cheapest vegetable available in the pink onion is essential item in the shopping basket of families of all classes. A popular saying holds that you will never starve because you can always afford a roti, a piece of simple flat bread, and an onion.
Excellent. Very good. Half the time. Fantastic. There you go. Good old days, huh? Rati. All right. Next one. He told me.
Intel Consumer Intelligence estimates the 2002 market for vegetarian foods, those that directly replace meat or other animal products, to be $1.5 billion. Note that this excludes traditional vegetarian foods such as produce and rice. Intel forecasts the market to nearly double by 2006, with the highest growth coming from soy milk, especially refrigerated brands.
Very good. You finished here. Excellent. Good. Good. You can do better, but you will get that pace once you practice. Now, did you notice something here? Did you notice something here, everyone? Pradipa, did you notice anything here? This is a test of memory. No? This was reading question yesterday. Yesterday or the day before, it was a reading question. Remember? Mental consumer intelligence estimates. Somebody said, is it estimate or is it, what was it, forecast? Remember? Or was it with another class I had? Or it is deja vu, or I am daydreaming. Tell me, please. Tell me I am daydreaming. Tell me that 7 students here have no memory of this.
I don't know because I was not in that.
Yes, of course you were not. Yes, but
Yeah.
Alicia, you were here. He told me you weren't here. You told me you were not.
So it must be Monday or sometime.
Yes. Simon, do you have any idea? No, it doesn't ring a bell with you? It doesn't? Really? So something wrong with me today, okay? Because if 7 people say that we do not remember this, it must be a problem with me. I'm gonna practice something to strengthen my memory, okay? All right, next one. Who hasn't done it? I think Alicia and
Yogita.
Yogita. Yes, okay. So Alicia.
But early on, there wasn't a burgeoning business. There wasn't houses in New York or the south of France. It is said that at one point there was one person to answer the telephone who changed her voice to become the shipping or billing department as needed. You more or less know the Estee Lauder story because it's chapter from the book of American business folklore.
Very good. You finished here. Remember, you are not. No one is listening to you. If you made a mistake, don't correct yourself. You did it twice.
I have a question. How do you
Yeah.
pronounce there wasn't burgeoning business?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. Why are you so sensitive? Yeah, don't worry about it. But it's burgeoning. Okay, it's burgeoning. But
Okay.
it doesn't matter. You're still paying attention to the pronunciation. It doesn't matter. So remember, up to 3-4 mistakes, that is fine. So you are not here for pronunciation. Your pronunciation is not marked here. It is your oral fluency. Oral fluency is the number of words you say in a minute. Okay?
May I ask you a question?
Yes, he told me.
So is it okay to breathe wherever we want because we don't have to care about the comma?
Of course, yes. Now he told me that is very funny when people come to me and say, "You mean intonation is not important. Now, you tell me, how does a computer understand your intonation? A computer cannot understand intonation. What computer understands, let me tell you something. If you think that we have a lot of advances in computer technology, in IT, in intelligence, or what do we call artificial intelligence? The artificial intelligence has gone this far. If you want to return the product, press 1. If you want to talk to customer, press 2. If you want, that's how far the artificial intelligence has gone. It cannot understand when you talk, okay? Because first it has to type, and then the typed words can make sense to the computer. Now, there is no intonation. There's no sign of intonation here. So don't worry about the intonation. Don't worry about the pronunciation. The best pronunciation for a computer is this. By early on, there wasn't a burgeoning business. There wasn't a business, like a computer. Read it like computer. Computer understands it. Beautifully understand.
I'm just curious. What's burgoyning means?
Burgeoning
I'm
means
just curious. What's
growing. Yes,
burgoyning?
that's fine. That's fine. Burgeoning means growing. Growing.
Growing. Okay.
But
Good to
very
know.
good, because you learned it today, and you will remember it, burgeoning. Okay, and at least next time when we have this, and I say, remember burgeoning, and everybody says, no, what burgeoning? Oh, we didn't have it before. Now, it might be with another class. I had this test with another class. If nobody remembers, then it is with another class. Don't worry about it. It is coming back to me, okay? Because I've had a lot of students and a lot of online classes. It could be. So you're all right. All of you are all right. Who said it? Yabita.
Barcoding taken off Dr. Habit invented it. When the idea was proposed, it was expected to be a boon to Texmosis trying to name me world's million of species. It has, however, proved to have a far wider range of uses than the merely academic, most promisingly in the realm of public health.
Very good. You finished here. That's good. Okay. So this is the first one. Fantastic. Okay. But the more you practice, the more you smooth out and, take your breath whenever you like, so you will get the hang of it. Very good. And you press next as soon as you're done. That's why I want you to, if you are part of that WhatsApp group, send me a private text to me with your email, and I'll make the an access code for you to get access to the website. Okay.
Okay, where can I private text you like?
Aren't you a part of that WhatsApp group on Turner
so.
on Turner English? No. Okay.
No.
I think they will add you. Ask the one of the who you are in touch to add you to that group, and you can. Okay. Now next one is May. May, are you ready? Hello, May.
Yes.
Okay, May.
Yeah.
Next one is you. Okay.
Or I can send it to you on the chat. My email address.
Yes, do it now.
Thank you.
No worries.
Sorry, May.
Although the Bible have internet ears that it can hear frequency between 2,200 and 1,000. It is not the sound the mouse authority, but about that they are the targeted. The snake don't have internet either, saying when human. So unless the mouse wear boots and start stamping the next the snake won't hear it.
Very good. There you go. You finished here, and you repeated 3 times a word that you corrected yourself. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Just whatever it is, just keep going. Okay, it doesn't matter. If you said, for instance, here eardrums, repeated that to the eardrums twice. So don't do that. Just once is okay. Just keep going. Good. Now, any questions? No. All right. Let me see if I can copy it. Sometimes I cannot. No, it selects. Oh my goodness. Yagita, I can't here. I cannot copy it. I don't know why. Last time I asked you, or maybe it was a wrong bunch of people again. Simon, I remember I asked you to do that, and you said no, I cannot copy it. Remember?
Yeah.
That was you. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Was it you? Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, we got a point of reference. So send it through WhatsApp to me, please.
Sure.
Okay. Now we'll start with the the most important part of the test, repeat sentence. Okay. So I'll play you that video, and then we practice repeat sentences here. Okay. Phew. Repeat sentence. RS, hello? Oh, here.
Repeat candidates section. Candidates need to repeat. In the RS section, a recorded sentence will be played, and shortly after that, candidates need to repeat the sentence for the computer to record. There will be no time for preparation. Only a couple of seconds after the sentence is played, the recording starts. You need to start repeating the sentence when the blue recording progress bar starts. Be aware of the 3-second silence rule. Look at the following example.
Eating too much can lead to many health problems.
Eating too much can lead to many health problems. The RS strategies. Number 1. Take notes by writing the initial of every word of the repeat sentence you hear. This strategy will also come handy when you are doing right from dictation, the last part of the listening section, which is a sister question to repeat sentence.
Why has the project been delayed for so long?
Why has the project been delayed for so long?
Most teaching staff make their lecture notes available online.
Most teaching staff make their lecture notes available online.
The evaluation form will be reviewed by university personnel.
The evaluation form will be reviewed by university personnel.
Laws protect consumer rights and help to avoid market problems.
Laws protect consumer rights and help to avoid market problems.
There is a strict eligibility criteria to undertake background speaker studies.
There is a strict eligibility criteria to undertake background speaker studies.
Sales figures for last year were better than expected.
Sales figures for the last year were better than expected.
The thief visited the homes of several people every day.
The thief visited the homes of several people every day.
Please note that the college laboratory will be closed for cleaning next week.
Please note that the college laboratory will be closed for cleaning next week.
Preparation is important to avoid mishaps in the lab.
Preparation is important to avoid mishaps in the lab.
Rising sales figures means a rise in demand.
Rising sales figures means a rise in demand. Number 2. Do not repeat fast. Try to speak as clearly as possible. Your pronunciation is assessed here. Number 3. If you forgot a word of the repeat sentence and remembered it at the end of your repeat sentence, say it and you will still get a point for it, if it is within the recording time frame. Here is the example.
The timetable will be posted on the website before the class starts.
Will be posted on the website before the class starts. The timetable.
Number 4. If you didn't understand a repeat sentence question, just try to mimic it. Don't leave any repeat sentence unanswered.
Baitcaster one, they got him.
Playcaster gun, they got him.
Now it's your turn to practice all the repeat sentence questions on the PTE.com website.
Okay, any questions? He told me.
So read aloud is for the
Oral fluency.
Z, and then
Oral fluency.
RS is for the pronunciation. So for RS, it's more important to speak kind of slowly and clearly more than speak it.
Very good. Unless, yes. So, question? Oh, you just wanted to make sure that what they are?
Yeah, I was wondering, like some other teachers from other institutes say like it's important to keep the oral fluency. So if we forgot the word to fill the gap, I should say something to fill the gap in the sentence. But
okay. Yes. Yeah. So he told me, I'll show you how it marks you. Okay, look. Now on my website, if you have a microphone, it will record your voice. And this is the only section on my website.
Eating too much can lead to many health problems.
This is the only section on my website that actually the marking works. The rest are disabled. Okay. So now I play this one. Okay. I do it. Okay. And I write down.
Parents are financially responsible for their children until they reach adulthood.
Parents are responsible for their children financial until they are adult. Okay. It's actually dark here. I can't see what I've written. I can't. Okay. But look, this is how the computer marks you. Now, this is what the computer has on its base. Okay. Parents are financially responsible for their children until they reach adulthood. Okay, this is what I said. Parents are responsible. Now, the computer says parents, tick, bing, bing, tick, 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 tick. Okay, and then it says, it gives me this. 70%, this is how the computer marks it. So it says 70% correct. So out of this has 15 points. This gives you 15 points. Out of 15, 70% of 15, how much is it? Simon is calculating it. It's around 9 points. 9 points out of 15. Okay, so 10 points. So there you go. You get 10 points out of 15 here just by repeating as many words as you can. All right, now your teacher says, or whoever says, say something. So you say something and the computer types here something. Now, there's no word for something here. So there's no bing, tick, there's no tick for that. So you get no points there. All right, okay. Unless there is a real something here, and then the computer says, okay, something here, something there, you get the point for that.
So the oral fluency doesn't matter here.
The oral fluency is in read aloud.
Okay.
Now, one more thing, because I have been involved in making a mock test. Now, my mock test is #1 in the world. If you search PTE free mock test now, my website is #1. I get around 200 people every day. They do my mock test. Okay. Now, it is very close to the real test, and it gives you the score on the spot. Now, if you sit the real test, it gives you the score in 24 hours. My test gives you the score on the spot. Now, the reason is that I know how the test is working. Now, when I was making this, so the oral fluency, I have one particular item. Only you can use it for one particular score. You cannot use it for 2, 3. So I cannot ask the computer to for the same sentence to go for the oral fluency and it is impossible. All right.
I think because I'm just concerning how the PTE score is changing, like because of the number of questions are like changed last November, and then when I took the test was much before, like earlier than that time.
Yes. Don't worry, you wouldn't notice the difference because you are not counting the number of questions. The order is the same. You would never notice the difference. You would never notice the difference. Okay.
But the score for one question would be.
Don't worry about it because it used to be 10. Okay. Let's just give you an example. It used to be 10. Now it is 5. So they double the score for that. For instance, it was 15. Now they reduced it to 5. That's just for example, okay? For instance, so now the number that is multiplied by goes in double. For instance, instead of 15, it goes 30. So you get 30 points. You would get the same score. In fact, my mock test is based on the new format, and that's what we did. We just divided the numbers. That's it. And now it is multiplied by a different score, but by a different factor. That's it. And they did the same thing to their test. Okay.
Cool.
Now, okay, let's go back to repeat sentence. Are you ready? We start with.
Parents are financially responsible for their children until they reach adulthood.
There was not enough evidence to support the recommendations.
Simon?
There was not enough evidence. I support
the recommendation. Whatever you can, just say. Very good. Next one. Okay, next one. He told me.
We can all meet in the office after the lecture.
We can all meet in the office after the lecture.
Very good to speed. That's what I want. Don't do that. Don't do this. We can all meet in the office after the lecture. Okay, because the computer cannot type. Half of it is typed and then compares it. It's not. So if you are sure, unless you're not sure, and you make it, say, we can all meet in the office after the lecture. Okay, and the computer types something close to that. Next one. Mayuko.
Please come to the next seminar properly prepared.
Please come to next seminar to prepared.
Very good. Properly prepared. Very good. Excellent. Next one. Pradeepa. Your microphone.
Speed is defined as how quickly an object or a person moves.
Speed is define how a person move fast and object.
Excellent. You got everything in bubble jumble, and that's fine. Still, you get the full score because it doesn't matter where it is. You still get the ping, ping, ping for the items. You tick all the boxes. Very good. Next one. Yagita.
Remember, the gifts purchased by children should have a striped character.
Remember, the gift purchased by children should have the best character.
Very good. Striped character. Excellent.
What is that?
Striped character.
Interestingly, some military robots can work effectively in all temperatures.
Alicia? You're chewing gum?
I didn't realize it's my turn.
Okay, next one. Who wrote down? Pradeepa, did you write down?
Yeah.
Yes.
In some military robots can work in all temperature.
There you go. You see, if you write down, very good. I like that commitment that you practiced. So in my face-to-face classes, billion years ago, before the coronavirus, I used to ask the students that everyone has to do that. Some students said, oh, no, I don't want to know. Okay, you don't want it? I don't guarantee your success in the test. Okay? You need to do it. You need to practice and you will get it. Okay?
So
all right. Yes.
I'm trying to write it down everything, but I can't catch them. How can I do?
May, this is your second session, remember. Okay? It takes at least 2 weeks. That lady, she was writing and I was videotaping her in my class 5-6 years ago. She sat down for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, she was doing it. Okay.
Okay.
So this is your second session and you still haven't practiced for 1 hour. You have to practice 1 hour every day on the website. By the way, if you are part of the WhatsApp group, send me a text and I will make password and everything to practice on the website. Still, you haven't practiced, that's the thing. Because if you say I practiced, you don't have access to my website. How did you practice? So you need to practice. How long? 2 weeks. 1 hour, 2 hour, 2 hours, and you will get the hang of it. All right, very easy. So please practice and then, okay, who's turn? Alicia.
We know that sleep is essential for a normal life.
We know that sleep is essential for normal life.
Excellent, very good. Nagita.
Our facilities include 5 items in the university.
Officers include 5 items in the university.
Very good. Go slow, okay? Good. Hitomi.
Please remember to bring a highlighter to class next Wednesday.
Please remember to bring a highlighter in the class next week.
Very good. I didn't know you have another name, Hitomi.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So sorry.
No, it's okay. He told me, did you write it? Because he told me wrote it down. He told me, did you write it?
Yeah. And also,
can you repeat?
I practiced this question before the class.
So I wrote it down. Let me read it for you.
Yeah.
Please remember to highlight your hair next time. Okay. Next one, he told me, please.
Okay.
Simon, you're next up. You're up next, okay?
Yeah.
I've got a tutorial in an hour and I haven't had any time to prepare for it.
I got a tutorial in an hour and I haven't any time to prepare it.
Very good. Very good. You told me next
okay.
is your turn. Okay.
Oh, I thought it's my turn.
No, I said next up. I said up. It's okay.
It was tricky.
Being a bilingual does not necessarily mean having the ability to analyze the language.
Wait. Today. Okay, this one.
Your lowest quiz grade has been omitted from the calculations.
Your lowest quiz grade will be omitted from our calculation.
Very good. Very good. Okay, this is for everyone.
Distinguishing him from others is difficult in black and white photos.
Distinguishing him from
Distinguishing
others is difficult in black and white photos. Okay, next one I do, and we check the
There was no correlation between the drugs used and cure rates.
There was no correlation between the drug used and kill rates. So for the software, remember, for the software to be able to analyze it, you need to allow it to go to the end. In the test, in the real test, on my mock test, we have disabled that. On my mock test, when you finish the repeat sentence, you cannot press next. It automatically goes next. But in the test, if you finish, you can press next, okay? So look, 81.82%. Now, if this is your pronunciation. If your pronunciation is above 60 or 70, you can get 90 for your speaking. So it is guaranteed if you get your pronunciation above 60 and your oral fluency above 60, you're going to get 79 above in your speaking. All right. So practice makes perfect. All right. Any questions? I have to end this class and I'll see you tomorrow. We have a class. Did you know that we have a class tomorrow?
Oh,
yes,
really?
5.
Yes. But I told me I have a class with you from 6 to 5, and then we have.
Well, I'm flexible though.
Yeah, we have another class that we can start before it, or up to you. Okay, we can start at 6 or with you, but with the other class, with the others, it's 7 as usual. Okay, so
7 as usual.
At 7, yes. But I see you at 6.
From the same link.
Yeah, my private one. Okay, my own Zoom link.
For the group class? Or?
No, for you. For you.
For me.
Yeah.
And then there's group class.
The group class is the same link you used today.
Okay.
All right. See you tomorrow. Have a good one. See you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah.